She was the voice of a generation, vibrant, fearless, and full of fire. But behind the camera, Ananda Lewis was fighting a battle no one saw coming. Now, her sister has come forward with a truth that's both beautiful and devastating. Ananda's final message wasn't just for her family, it was for all of us. And once you hear it, you'll never forget it. This is the story of love, loss, and a final wish that could save lives. In the late 90s and early 2000s, if you turned on MTV, you saw her. Ananda Lewis wasn't just a host, she was a presence. Bold, magnetic, and deeply intelligent, she brought something different to television. While others read scripts, Ananda spoke from the soul. She interviewed legends. She challenged opinions. And when she launched The Ananda Lewis Show, she became one of the few Black women at the time to lead her own nationally syndicated talk show. But even beyond the screen, her purpose was clear. Ananda was an activist, a role model. She used her platform to speak on education, women's rights, and racial justice long before it was trending. She received an NAACP Image Award for her advocacy. But her real reward was connection. The way she made viewers feel seen, heard, and valued. To so many, she wasn't just a TV personality. She was a sister, a mentor, a voice of strength during chaotic times. And then, she disappeared. For years, Ananda Lewis was off our screens. Fans wondered where she'd gone, but the truth was far more painful than anyone imagined. In 2013, Ananda was diagnosed with stage 3 breast cancer, but she didn't tell the world. No dramatic interviews, no headlines. She chose silence and strength. She quietly stepped away from the spotlight to fight for her life on her own terms. Ananda rejected chemotherapy. She explored holistic and natural treatments instead, determined to listen to her body and spirit rather than fear. For nearly 7 years, she battled in silence. Only her closest family knew the truth. But in 2020, something shifted. In a raw, tearful Instagram video, Ananda finally broke her silence. She looked straight into the camera and said,
I have been battling breast cancer for almost 2 years, and I am now in the fight of my life.
She wasn't asking for sympathy. She was begging other women, especially Black women, to get mammograms.
I didn't get mine, I put it off, and now I'm paying the price,
she admitted. Her voice cracked, but her message was powerful. It wasn't about her anymore. It was about saving others. Her pain became her purpose. After Ananda's passing in 2024, the world mourned a public figure. But for her sister Lakshmi, the loss was painfully personal. They weren't just sisters, they were soulmates. Lakshmi had stood by Ananda's side through it all. The diagnosis, the alternative treatments, the quiet nights filled with fear and hope. And now, for the first time, Lakshmi was ready to speak. In an intimate conversation, her voice trembling but composed, Lakshmi revealed the truth of those final days. She described how Ananda, even in her weakest moments, still smiled, still cracked jokes, still told her, "Don't cry, we're not done yet." But behind that strength was a woman preparing to say goodbye. Ananda didn't want a dramatic farewell. She wanted peace. She wanted her family close. And she wanted her final message to matter. In her final hours, Lakshmi sat by her side, holding her hand, whispering prayers. And then, Ananda reached for her phone. She typed a short message, just one sentence. Lakshmi didn't understand it at first, but after Ananda was gone, she read it again. Tell them not to wait. Time isn't loyal. That was Ananda's final wish. A plea to every woman, every family, every person who thinks they have more time. Time to get checked. Time to act. Time to care for themselves. Because if cancer teaches you anything, it's that time waits for no one. Lakshmi, through tears, said she will spend the rest of her life making sure her sister's message is heard. After Ananda Lewis took her final breath, a silence followed. But only for a moment. Then came the tributes, powerful, personal, and pouring in from every corner of the world. Celebrities who had once sat across from her on MTV or on her talk show began to speak out. They shared stories of her warmth, her sharp mind, her fearless compassion. Jada Pinkett Smith called her a light who never dimmed. Oprah's team reposted one of her interviews, captioning it simply, "Gone too soon, never forgotten." But the most moving tributes came not from celebrities, but from women, thousands of them. Women who said they booked their first mammogram after seeing Ananda's Instagram video. Women who said they caught their cancer early because of her. And even now, her message continues to ripple outward. Health clinics have started quoting her words in pamphlets. Breast cancer awareness campaigns have shared her story as a warning and as hope. Because Ananda didn't just leave behind memories, she left behind a mission. She reminded people, especially Black women, who are more likely to be diagnosed late, that silence can be deadly. That waiting is not strength. And that speaking out, even when it's hard, can save lives. Her sister Lakshmi has now partnered with several advocacy groups to create the Ananda Project, a movement dedicated to early detection, natural healing education, and emotional support for women of color. Ananda didn't get to finish her fight, but she passed the torch to us. And now it's our turn to carry her legacy forward. Not just by remembering her, but by acting on what she taught. Ananda Lewis may no longer walk among us, but her voice echoes louder than ever. She didn't ask for fame. She didn't chase headlines. She simply wanted to help. And even in her final days, she gave everything to do just that. So if this story moved you, don't just scroll on. Check in with the women you love. Encourage someone to get screened. Take care of your own health. And above all, honor Ananda's final wish. Don't wait. Time isn't loyal. And if you believe stories like hers deserve to be heard, please like this video, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and subscribe for more true human stories that matter. Because sometimes, one voice can change a life. Rest in power, Ananda.